From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Rams. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Playing around, bro, out here in Baltimore, man. Show these boys what we gonna do. Yes, sir. Good guy for me, man.
The carry for Bryce Love, the fourth rounder from Stanford.
Good for him.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Pass me out, pimp.
After the sack on first down.
They are 15, baby.
And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, it's Cohen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt.
You go, TJ. Send me Kittle, bro. Let me get Kittle. You don't even know how to use him right.
Has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
TJ. Sacks, baby. Get this shit. What's wrong with it?
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Prescott. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Prescott to throw it. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Oh, he's rushing 6. Boy.
Let's go, defense.
Come on.
First down, a run with Cohen. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Run to the right, run to the right. That kill blocking.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing. Prescott. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first run.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Kill. Watch the ship. Hey.
We're going 47.
Right there. 54, right there. Watch the screen.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Oh, baby.
Here as he's taken down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and long for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Ah, damn.
Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
A pick. Let's get it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played.
Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now a play fake here on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Garrett, and to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Really?
Here we go.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. A second down throw for Prescott. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Second hit. Come on, hike it.
They'll start the drive with Love here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Right there. 54, right there. 54.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On the return is Cohen. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 70-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
47.
Watch the shot.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Flush to his right. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And now it's second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Right next to him. Again, I'm on your fucking receiver, bruh.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Dog, how is nobody roasting these linebackers? I guarantee you these linebackers are not all keeping up with my receivers.
Brissett sets to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett finds his man. Watson over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Brissett. He'll let this go for the end zone. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
Pick number
as they'll
3.
stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Pick number 3. He's got 6 catches, 132 yards.
First down, Prescott.
Oh, man. Oh, another
this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. They've got his man complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
I just picked that up last night. Oh, man, bro, that's crazy.
Get that quarterback.
Prescott on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. They hits his target, left side, Watson.
Got off that block.
So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Prescott. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
Bruh.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Right there is 6'4".
A big play there for LA. 67 yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They go play action here on first down.
Oh, my
and
God.
his throw is going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver.
He got this game.
And that'll bring up second down.
Bears out here shit.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Brissett, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far.
I should have
they
like
keep putting themselves
500
in
yards
long
on this
situations.
guy, bro.
They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be
Bro,
handed out this time.
what the fuck
Now
is my
throwing on
receiver
third down there, but
doing?
he cannot connect. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement,
Holy
but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through.
What
You know, he's
the
one of those tough
fuck?
guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
I cannot
Barry on
believe
the
the
punt
amount of
as he
people
gets
that are
this
wide
one
open,
away.
and we cannot hit them.
51 yards on the punt there.
Holy
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Man.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
My guy went hold on to that motherfucker. For whatever reason, I do not know. That is fucking nuts.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Holy shit. Cut interception, but he can catch the interception through my left body.
Here's a 40. Mike's by 4. Let's go, D. Let's go. Alert flat. Alert flat.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Oh, that shit, this bull.
Prescott now from the 50. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Prescott off play action. And he's going to go down again. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That's the 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
First down, Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however.
God damn, I can't even complete a 5-yard pass. Dog, the man was wide open. How do you overthrow that?
We play to win. Let's go.
Brissett to throw on first. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week.
How is the guy not throwing the ball? Throw the fucking ball.
This guy does not lie.
Holy
and
shit.
that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And unable to connect, incomplete.
Bruh,
I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight.
Bruh.
Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. At their own 37-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 41, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
We're going to 54. We're going 47. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 22. Prescott gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it is 28-0.
Good game, Madden. Good game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think we we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Delaney Walker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run. This is Cohen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now and still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Prescott to throw it. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emerson Griffin in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brissett, he'll find Hines out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he locates Walker, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. On 1st and 10, Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Again, it's Brissett. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll throw again. Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 16-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the red zone now, Brissett escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one has gone as time has run out on this ball game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Rams, the win form is number 6 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Please tell me how this is a pick. Look at Devontae Adams. Way in the fucking back. Wide open. Bruh. Bruh. What? How is this not a pick? What? Bro, what? I'm running stride for stride with bro. Poop. Running stride for stride with bro. Press triangle. Oh. Let me just do this animation. What the fuck? Cookie! Mia! Dog, what's going on here? How does the ball end up right? What? And it goes back up into my guy's arm. But it's still my guy's body. Bruh, what? Here it is. Here's Tariq Cohen on my 6'4" safety. Woo! Yo, yo, yo. What'd you say, huh? You a weenie.